How's it going, class? This is Steven Serrano, and this is my cross-cultural presentation. This is my first slide here, and then the topic that I chose today was aspects of popular culture, Latin singers, um, and then the different intercultural conflicts that they have within Latin music. So let's get started. My first singer is going to be on Selena Quintanilla Perez. She was born in Lake Jackson, Texas, but she was raised in Corpus Christi. She is one of America's most popular Latin singers. She was named the Queen of Ranchera music. Um, I mean Tejano music. I'm sorry, not Ranchera music. That's something I'm going to use later. But Queen of Tejano music. Um, she was really popular in the 20th century. She unfortunately passed away due to a shooting from one of her managers. But she won multiple Grammys, awards for her songs, sold multiple albums, and she was a huge singer here in the United States. Um, Next slide is going to be our next singer, and he is Vicente Fernandez, another Latin singer from Mexico. And I will be comparing three countries with my presentation today. It's going to be United States, a singer from the United States, a singer from Mexico, as well as a singer from Colombia. Um, so Vicente Fernandez is from Mexico. He's a Mexican-born singer born in Guadalajara, Mexico. His nickname was Chente or El Rey. He is known as the godfather of ranchero music or ranchera music, which is a country style music with lots of guitars and lots of instruments. And he was one of the most renowned Mexican singers and possibly the face of Mexican music in general for the country. So he was a very important singer. Um, Third was Shakira, and she's from South America, from Colombia. Her full name is Shakira Isabel Mebarak Ripoll. She was born in Barranquilla, sorry if I butcher that, Colombia. She's known as the Queen of Latin pop music, as well as Selena. She won multiple awards, Grammys, um, and was just a well-renowned singer, singing the Super Bowl a couple of times. Lots of music videos, huge in the 20th century. Also a Latin singer, and there's some similarities I'm going to talk about here in the next slide. These three artists are all share Latin music in common. All are famous singers with their own respective countries from, like I said, Mexico, Colombia, United States. All speak Spanish and English. All sing in Spanish and as well singing in English. All have been crowned kings and queens of their genres. All of intercultural conflicts because of their heritage and cultural upbringing. So let me explain that a little bit. Selena Quintanilla was a Mexican American based singer, and her intercultural conflict was between her and her fans in Mexico, listening to her music and judging her based off of her heritage, her American heritage, growing up American. Um, she didn't know if she would be accepted by the Mexican community because of that, and that was one struggle that she dealt with. Um, the second slide was, or second intercultural conflict was with Vicente Fernandez, and his conflict was um, with the people of his time growing up in the early 19th or 90th century, 19th century, late 19th century, um, going with the music of his time, which is ranchera music, and coming up with that, and um, his people having pride in his music and using that pride with other countries and having pride in Mexican music, which created some conflict between Mexican Americans and Mexicans as well. For Shakira, her intercultural conflict was um, with her being from Colombia, singing in Spain, in America, whether the people hadn't had a conflict within themselves, um, about where her music came from. Was she a Spanish singer, or was she was a if she was a Colombian singer? Um, those are the conflicts that the all three singers went through. So after that, we'll go to the differences. The differences, these three singers all come from different countries. All have their genre of music that they sing. All artists sounding, they have all the same instruments in their music as well. Not only just sounding different, they have different instruments, whether it be a guitar used in Mexican music, or